Hi, I'm Nikki Wood, your global visibility expert, and I've spent a good part of my career being a team player, doing what I could to help people do better, feel better, and be better. Whether I was teaching a classroom of fifth graders, contributing to the lunacy as a sidekick on a morning radio show in Chicago, or producing a hugely successful syndicated radio show that broadcasts to 8 million listeners daily in more than 100 cities, I was always uplifting others. I found each of my jobs to be fulfilling, but it took me a while to recognize the role my past played in the choices I'd made professionally, personally, and even spiritually. Yes, as a global visibility expert, I'm seen, heard, and followed by millions. But there was a time when, well, I actually felt invisible. I wasn't sure whether anyone really appreciated or even recognized what I had to offer. And even though I couldn't always see it in myself, I could always recognize the potential good, the potential genius, even the potential greatness in others. And I really wanted to understand why I was so driven to excel in careers where I would be loved, seen, and listened to by lots of people. It stemmed from one incident of rejection I received as a child. For years, I tried to fill the void with things that made me feel better, then worse. And finally, it was a cycle that I knew I had to end. I was extremely attached to my dad when I was a little girl. I still am. I'm a huge daddy's girl. But as a child, I thought because I loved him more than anything else in the world, that all the love he had should have been for me as well. My unrealistic expectations of my dad put a strain on my relationship with my mom, and after showing her disrespect one too many times, my dad stepped in to set the record straight. For some reason, I thought if I forced him to choose between my mom and me, well, my dad would choose me. And when he didn't, and told me that my mom was the queen of the castle and nothing I could do would ever change that, I wasn't just heartbroken, I was broken in all kinds of ways. It said to the 13-year-old me that I wasn't good enough, or worse, worthy enough, and I wondered if I ever would be. I felt invisible, I really did. And as I got older, I realized, my dad was absolutely right. He probably should have sat me down years earlier and explained that having enough doesn't mean having it all. He had enough love for my mom, my sister, and me. But still, I spent many years trying to fill the emptiness of that perceived rejection. It pushed me towards behaviors that include striving for perfection and putting happiness of people I cared about ahead of my own. It felt like a diet filled with empty calories. Thankfully, I learned to use pain to connect with others who needed to know their value. What I discovered was that when I had the opportunity to share the ideals, the concepts, the occasions, things that were really important to me and important in my life, when I had the opportunity to share my message with millions of people, it gave me a level of strength, confidence, and comfort that let me know that I wasn't invisible. That made me know I was loved. It made me know that I mattered. I became focused on learning how to continue increasing my own visibility and that of other people that I worked with. And that's when I was able to come to truly recognize the inherent value that I brought to others and the value that I brought to the world. And I see the old me in a lot of people that I meet. They're still allowing past negative experiences and negative self-talk to keep them from moving forward, to keep them from reaching their full potential, and to keep them from being all they're meant to be. Many of us have longed to be heard, to be seen, to be loved. You truly have a message that the world is waiting for, but you're not sure how to reach the people who will embrace all that you have to say. I know how to help you do that. In fact, I would love to help you do that. Developing my platform using social media has allowed me to speak to and build relationships with more people than I ever imagined. It allowed me to let my guard down and be transparent with audiences. And I am so ready to share what I know are tried and true methods of not only getting your message to millions, but making sure you and your message is prepped, polished, and professional. The world wants you to believe that success, financial freedom, and global visibility is something that is only available to a chosen few. That the best things in life are behind a secret door and only people who look a certain way, are born to certain families, or attended certain schools have the key. But I want you to have the truth. So do me a favor and put your name and email in the box to the right, and for a limited time, I'm going to share the same secrets that my corporate clients pay me over $2,500 per hour for. I'm going to give them to you absolutely complimentary today. All you have to do is put your name and email in the box right there, and then an email will arrive that will contain a link that you will need to click to confirm your email address. Then Your video training series will arrive shortly. Listen, I see you. You have been equipped with a light that the world is waiting for. So, it's time to get your glow on.